And we are on! Fantastic! Today we want to have a quick talk about the Nintendo Switch Lite flip cover, which I got a couple of weeks ago, and I never knew this thing existed. And I've watched some videos on like essential Switch Lite accessories, as I often do, and this was shown and I thought, wow, I need to get this because one of my favorite things ever is my iPad mini. And the cool thing is with the flip cover, it just lightweight, light protection for the iPad. And I can flip it open, closed. You can make a stand out of it by doing this. And I of course knew that this would be more limited, but I thought I had to have it. There was a big buzz about it, and people really liked this like 4 or 5 years ago, I think, when the Switch Lite first came out. And it was like 40 euros. It first came out in Japan, then later it got a Western release as well. And people just thought, this is amazing, but 40 euros is too expensive. And I thought, oh yeah, 40 euros is pretty expensive, but let me see what I can do. You can get these like anywhere for like 5 to 10 euros nowadays. So I thought, ordered that one, and I got it in my hand a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, let me try it out for a few weeks. I played quite a bit of Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, and here we are now giving you a quick review and my thoughts on the device, and I will compare it to the regular Nintendo Switch, the official case, and what I like and dislike about both of them. This is my standard case that I use all of the time, and now after a few weeks I can say I really like this one, and it has some advantages and disadvantages that I can live with, and others where I say, oh, I don't want to use this all of the time, but overall I really like it. Because, why I even thought about ordering this when I had it, because I'm on a train a lot. I use public transportation. And what do? You have your Switch Lite in your bag, right? So you have your bag right here. Switch Lite, okay, you take it out. Then you want to play a Switch, you put your bag away. You unzip this thing, then you have to be careful that the Switch isn't like falling out. You take it out, now you have this, you have to put it on your lap or back into your bag. And then you play, and then, oh, my train station, I've arrived, so I have to put this back in, balancing it so it's not falling out, like zip this, and then you put it back into your bag. Now, the great thing about this one, all right, taken out of the bag, whoop, and we are off to play the game, and then, oh, my train station is here, whoop, and back into the bag it goes. Like, this is so easy to use, like no barriers, and I love it a lot. And for 5 to 10 euros, I would highly recommend watching this, buying this, just giving you an idea from the beginning. Now, there are a few negatives. Like, I really like this sleek material, and I never had a problem with the Switch Lite like being slippery. I don't have that sweaty hands when I play video games. But here the material, maybe you can see this. Let's see that we can put this here. The material is like a rough fabric kind of thing. Like when you listen to this, you can probably guess what it's going to feel like in your hand. And I'm not a big fan of it. It's okay, but I'm not a big fan of the material. I think I would have liked a bit more of like this material on this, but you can't have everything. By the way, when I first ordered this, my girlfriend hadn't heard of it either, and she said, wow, that's amazing, I want that too. So when mine arrived, I gave it to her, here, okay, take a look at it, should I order another one? And she said, oh no, like, now that I'm having this in my hands, she wasn't a big fan. She said, oh no, you can keep that, it's all fine. So, one of the negatives is that Nintendo removed the IR camera from the Switch Lite. Because the great thing about the iPad mini, or the iPad in general, like, okay, you open it, oh, it turns on, you close it, it goes into sleep mode. This is not possible with this one. The regular Switch has an IR camera that detects like light hitting the console. The Switch Lite does not have that. And I have to admit, like 2-3 times, I accidentally left the Switch running and didn't put it into sleep mode when I closed it. and I came back and my battery was dead. Fantastic. So you have to really get used to putting it into sleep mode before you close it back up again, especially when you come from a more sophisticated device like an iPad, for example. I'm sure this doesn't exist for the regular Switch. I'm sure the Switch doesn't even have the functionality of like auto sleep. But this is something I would really like to see for the next system. This is something I really enjoy about my 3DS, which is somewhere. I should have picked it out before. I wish this would have like mirrored the Switch, the DS or the 3DS. That way, when you close it and it goes into sleep mode. Sadly, that's not a functionality, always pressing the button when you want to close your game. Another disadvantage is you can see the cutouts for the ventilation holes. Sadly, to my experience, the Switch, it feels like it's getting hotter in this case than it does without the case. So it gets quite warm, and I'm not sure if I like that for the battery life and overall health of my system. Also, how it feels when you open it up, you have the flap. It's always attached. Some people have told me they're doing this, which doesn't feel great to me. So you always have to have the flappity flap flapping around, which is fine. It's not in the way, at least for me. I think it's actually pretty comfortable. It's a bit top heavy now, but that's all good. And even when I hold it regularly, even when it's flapping around, it's not even hitting my fingers or anything. So I don't think that's a big problem, and it's attached flip it back into the bag. And overall, I already told you I don't really like the feel of this one too much. So actually holding it without the case is still more comfortable and just feels nicer to me. And one of the great things compared to the regular case, it's a little bit slimmer. You see it like this. And it's a little bit smaller, and for me, it's about compactness. I often only have a messenger bag with me. I don't have a big backpack. So having things slim and easily accessible and taking up as little room as possible, always a plus for me. One of the negatives is, you can already see it, the analog triggers, or just the triggers, they're not analog. The triggers are exposed in this one. So if you have a big backpack where you just throw things in, this may not be the case for you. If you have a little extra pocket in your bag, this would be fantastic. Or if you're like me, okay, maybe you have a laptop and then you slide this in front of it, it's all fine. But keep in mind that your triggers are exposed and you don't want them to get scuffed up or put them into the same pocket as your keys or anything. So while these are exposed, I understand because they have to be accessible, but I would like having a little extra flap over this one. I don't know, something like this. So they're a bit more covered, a bit more protected from the elements in my bag. So that's the positives, negatives. I really like this case for 5 to 10 euros. You can't go wrong. You can get them in most places, at least here in Germany. You can order them from the big stores, eBay. They have the official cases. There are unofficial versions that come in different colors as well, which is pretty attractive. But I'm always going for the official one, which only came out in gray, at least over here. I'm not sure about Japan. Maybe you can import other colors, which luckily fits with my gray Switch Lite. But if you have another color, yeah, sorry about that. So you have to live with the gray one. The box also came with a screen protector. Disregard that one. It's a plastic screen protector. Still get a glass one for your Switch Lite. I don't know why they're still packing plastic screen protectors and things. Nobody wants that, and nobody wants to apply those, and they look terrible, and you want to get a glass screen protector. So don't think they're setting you up for good when you get one of these because it comes with a screen protector. You don't want the one that's included here. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. I hope I could help you make a decision about wanting to get this now, 5 years after it released. I'm a bit late to the party. In the next few videos, I want to do an unboxing of this. I just got Pioneers of Olive Town, the special edition, because there's a Rune Factory 3 and A Wonderful Life coming out, both with a special edition, and I thought I want to like have this set. By the way, if you have a Rune Factory 4 for the Switch in the special edition, like hit me up in the comments. I'm willing to buy. Sadly, that one is quite rare and not easy to find. All of the others are fine, especially this one. It's not expensive. And yeah, still looking for that one. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.